10,000 years ago, our hunter-gatherer ancestors consumed the equivalent of 20 teaspoons of sugar a year through natural foods. Today, we are consuming an average of 140 pounds of sugar a year. That's a difference of nearly 80,000%. Our excessive consumption of sugar is certainly a major culprit in the obesity epidemic, but there's more to the story. Of the 140 pounds of sugar a year, over 60 pounds are high fructose corn syrup, and that's a deadly fact. Food companies use high fructose corn syrup because it's sweeter and has a longer shelf life than sucrose. Plus, it's cheaper due to government farm bill subsidies. This has allowed soft drink manufacturers to increase the average portion size from 8 to 12 ounces, further increasing the overconsumption problem and with little cost to them. To make matters worse, the corn industry is spending millions of dollars in attempts of confusing and convincing consumers that high fructose corn syrup is the same as other sugars. But the science shows this is not the case. High fructose corn syrup was first manufactured in 1957. Natural cane sugar, or sucrose, is chemically bound glucose and fructose in a 50-50 ratio. High fructose corn syrup, on the other hand, is an unbound combination of 45% glucose and 55% fructose, and it is extracted from corn stalks through a secret chemical enzymatic process which can leave unregulated levels of mercury in the final product. In the body, enzymes digest sucrose by breaking down the bonds between glucose and fructose, which are then absorbed and used via different pathways. Because high fructose corn syrup lacks a chemical bond between glucose and fructose, it is absorbed into the bloodstream much faster. Fructose goes directly to the liver, where it triggers lipogenesis, the production of fat. This can result in fatty liver disease, and because the liver has over 500 diverse functions, this is a recipe for disaster. Unlike glucose, fructose does not cause insulin to be released. Insulin regulates blood sugar levels and causes the secretion of leptin, a hormone that tells you you're full and decreases food intake. This leads to overconsumption, and if not burned for energy, the excess sugars and other calories are converted and stored as fat. Plus, large amounts of free fructose can literally punch holes in the intestinal lining, allowing harmful gut bacteria and partially digested food particles to enter the bloodstream, causing inflammation. Lipogenesis, decreased leptin levels, and increased consumption and inflammation all lead to obesity. Obesity can lead to diabetes, heart disease, dementia, accelerated aging, cancer, and a whole slew of other adverse health effects. So do not be fooled by what corn companies are saying. High fructose corn syrup is an indicator of overly processed, nutrient-poor, disease-causing foods. Read food labels carefully and avoid anything with high fructose corn syrup, or the new name corn sugar, which is listed in the ingredients.